Yeah,
We're here. We made it.
here it is. Let's see. Let's say hi to these incredible people here.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing all right. How you doing? I love
Good.
going
I know
live.
it's like weird because we were already talking a little bit, but
How are you doing?
I'm good. How you
Want to give a
doing?
shout out to Teresa. How's it going, Teresa? Teresa.
Teresa, hola.
Chris, what up, Chris? How's it going? Chris wants a reading. Yes, Chris. We're gonna get to people in order as much as we can.
Hello, Grace. I'm happy that you're
Grace.
watching the live.
Hi, Grace.
All right, I'm excited. Set my intentions. We're gonna have some good
Yeah.
readings. We're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna answer some questions for each other, just in the beginning, like we always do.
Yep.
We're gonna wait for a few people to file in, so that we're not just talking to ourselves. Although we're pretty good at that, right?
Yeah. I'll say we're.
Heck yeah!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Is that the same hat you had on last night in the
No, that was this hat
circle?
right here.
Oh, you got many hats.
I've got a lot of hats. That
You're a
was
man of
this
many
one.
hats. Okay, that's similar to the one that I had on.
Yeah, Brixton makes really nice hats.
Okay.
Check them
Hello,
out, Brixton.
Kevin's loving vibrations. Welcome, Kevin.
Kevin, how's it going? Kevin's loving
Thanks for
vibrations. I love that.
thanks for showing up. Kevin has a. Oh, I need to go on YouTube and make sure everybody's got wrenches. Kevin has a wonderful YouTube as well.
Oh, awesome. I'll have to check it out.
And if anybody wants to link their YouTube, feel free. Feel free to do it.
Yeah, feel free to do that. Thank you.
Yeah. So go ahead and we're gonna do, for those that have shown up already, we're gonna do questions in order. We're gonna do our very best. So please put them in caps and add some emojis so that they stand out, and we will star them and then answer them a little later in just a moment.
Hi, Lisa. Lisa Foster.
And we'll do psychic readings. We can do messages from guides. I'm happy to do mediumship. Lino, I don't know if you're comfortable doing
Oh, I would
mediumship.
love to do mediumship. That's my favorite.
All right, cool. So,
I'm more comfortable with psychic and mediumship than my cards, which is why I keep bringing them out to get more practice.
yeah, heck yeah. So we'll it'll be a full menu tonight. So whatever you want, just get the questions in there. What's up, Lisa Foster? How are
Melody
you?
Lemonade. Oh, lemon. I said lemonade. Hi from
Lemons.
Oz. Awesome. Hi, Melody.
Hey, Melody. Buenas noches, Christina.
Christina, buenas noches. I had a wonderful reading with stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
highly
right.
recommend. Can't wait to do
Yeah.
another. Oh, how awesome.
Me acuerdas.
Sherry Dombeck. Good evening. Yes, Sherry.
Boop, boop, boop. We're gonna get started here just in a moment. Oh, add moderator. As soon as I
Grace
learn
has
how
a
to
question
add.
too. So far we have two questions. That's great. Yes, we're gonna get to your questions very soon. Yes, we will, Kevin. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and star these. Let's see. We're gonna go in order. We're gonna do our best to go in order. No promises. We are human.
All right, so I guess we can start. Should we start?
Yeah, let's do our. So we're gonna do some fun questions like we always do. Some little icebreakers. And feel free in the chat if you want to participate. We're gonna do a what is it? Would you rather? Would
But
you rather?
before we start that, I
Yeah.
want to say welcome everybody to the Little Less Fear podcast. We are your hosts for today, our YouTube session, doing live psychic medium and oracle card readings. I'm Dr. Lino Martinez. This is
Stopher Cavens.
that's Stopher
Psychic
Cavens,
Stopher.
Psychic Stopher. And yeah, basically the reason why we do this is because we love the connection. It gives us energy and it also aligns us with our greater good. And it just feels amazing to be able to give people answers that they've been searching for. It's really an amazing feeling to connect with people this way. It's really a beautiful thing that we're able to do this. So thanks so much for giving us this opportunity. We really appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna start with some icebreakers here. Icebreakers with Stopher and I asking each other some questions. Meanwhile, feel free to comment and chat amongst yourselves or amongst or to us. But yeah, let's start with some ice breaking questions.
Yeah, let's break that ice. I'll go first.
All right.
Okay, I like this one. This is the first one that was up on this site. So, would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors, or go into the future and meet your great great grandchildren?
Wow. That's a good.
Thank you,
Okay,
Lisa.
so
We love
would
you
I
too.
rather go to the past and meet my ancestors or go to the future and meet my great great grandchildren? That's can I do both?
You cannot. You have to do one or the other, man.
Wow.
Past. Lisa says past. I think past.
Yeah, why don't you answer it first? Because I don't know yet.
Because I got to think of like how, okay, who does this benefit? So if I go to the past, I feel like it just benefits me. If I go to the future, though, I can maybe pass some wisdom on. I don't know. I'm gonna go with past though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but why
because
though?
I love history. So I think I would really um, just enjoy that aspect of it. That is a good one, huh, Sherry? That one, like as soon as I read it, I was like,
Lisa says the past too.
well, Lisa, it
Lisa,
would be like figurative, I guess,
Kevin
if you don't have any children. But yeah, I
says
think
he'd like to
past
meet
for
his
me.
ancestors. Oh,
How about you?
geez. Well, yeah, that's a tough one because I feel like there you could do good both ways, meeting your ancestors or meeting your great great grandchildren. You could do good both ways. It's like
So you just flip a coin.
I think I would have to flip a coin on that one
Okay.
because I feel like I would equally 50-50 want to do either one. Yeah. Uh huh. I'm a pretty short guy, and I think if I see my great great grandkids being like a foot taller than me, I'd probably get all down on myself. So maybe,
You
and
don't
I
want
know
to know.
my ancestors are short, so I'd be okay there.
Or if you go to the future and they're like really weird and you're like, oh man, I created this. Shit. Oh man, I did it. I destroyed civilization. Man.
That's true. That's true. I'd be like, oh man. Wow,
All
that's pretty
right.
funny.
So got it. So what's yours? You got one of those questions? Fire it up.
Yeah, another question here.
Where did you learn to speak Spanish so well? I wouldn't say it's so well, but uh, my husband is from Michoacan, Mexico, and his family does not speak English very well. So that helps. That's part of it. But yeah, I've been kind of learning off and on, for probably like 8 years. And I also listen to mostly all music in Spanish, so that kind of helps as well. So I'm just kind of surrounded by the culture and yeah, Viva Mexico. I'm gonna shut my door because
Viva
my dog's up.
Mexico!
Un momentito, por favor. All right, back. So anyway, thanks for the question. All right, what you got, Lino?
All right. Would you rather explore space or the ocean?
Space. I feel
Yeah,
like
I'd have
that's
to.
both are kind of scary too. Not like I'm kind of like taking my awareness there, and I'm like, ooh, I feel like you're opening up a can of worms,
Because I
Pandora's
don't think
box.
a big monstro shark or
Monstro,
whale can
yeah,
come. Big monstro can eat you in space, right? Or unless they have some crazy alien spaceship that could swallow you. But
for sure. Yeah, take
Lisa
me to
says
space.
space.
I
Yeah,
guess
me
like
too. I'm totally down to explore space.
yeah, because I think I could learn more in space. If I had like infinite kind of, if I can go like anywhere, like take me to, where there might be some life. I mean, it might be my demise. Who knows? But yeah, let's try it out. Let's give it a shot. Looks like yeah, Lisa says space. All right, let me find one. Ooh, I like this. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
Oh, probably a pause button for me. I don't want to go back. Okay, let me tell you that. I don't need to hit rewind.
Hey, Nivra, welcome. Hi,
Naira,
Sunny.
Sunny
Um,
Valeria, hi.
yeah, so I'm thinking a pause button instead of a rewind button on my life. Because I feel like I can kind of, in a way, rewind and go back and kind of compartmentalize things and deal with it and just move forward with my life. I think pause would be good, and I could have a little more time to make decisions or enjoy things. Um, so definitely, I'm gonna go with the pause button.
Kind of reminds me of that show Saved by the Bell back in the day. Do you remember that? How they would like
Yeah,
freeze moments and the people would be like thinking about things and talking about things and then like unfreeze and keep going.
for sure. Yeah, that reminds me of Charmed actually, because who was it? Piper? No, it might have been one of the older sister. She could like do her hands like this and freeze time. But it was interesting because she could do the same thing and also blow things up. So
Oh, down.
it was funny because in the first episode she would like not know what she was doing and she was afraid she would like blow people up. But
Wasn't
yeah,
there like a freeze something in that old show from like the 60s, Bewitched? Didn't she like freeze people too or something? Freeze moments
she might have. Yeah, I think that's like
with
kind
her
of a
nose?
people think that witches can do that. So yeah, that'd be kind of a cool thing to have. All right, you got one more. Let's do one
Yeah,
more.
one more, one more.
What would I do?
Would you rather eat a meal of cow tongue or octopus?
Oh, lengua o pulpo. No sé. Pulpo, octopus.
Yeah, me too. I much rather have octopus than lengua, but octopus. I've been like, you know how ever since the studies came out that octopus or octopi, whatever the plural world, that they that they're sentient beings, like they have emotions. So I'm like, I don't
Oh,
know. At least I know that kind of broke my heart afterwards. I don't know if I could eat octopus anymore, but lengua, I don't know. I don't really want to eat a mussel. You know,
yeah. Well, I've had lengua. I've had both, and I enjoy octopus more.
look at
Um,
Lisa's face.
cow tongue was always good in
She has the
sandwiches.
vomit faces. There he says, I'd rather starve. Oh
Lisa,
man, these are funny. Chris says
are
cow
you
tongue was always so good in sandwiches. What? I've never had it.
you never have
Octopi.
you had it in have you
Yeah,
had
see,
tacos?
that's
Have you had
why.
tacos de lengua?
Maybe I'd have to do a taco de lengua in this case. I'd have to just do it.
Um, Lino, can you keep everybody occupied? I'm gonna go. My dog is freaking out. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, totally.
So let me. I'll be right back.
Stopher's gonna go take care of his pooch. Pooch is barking. Lengua is a South Texas delicacy, but I was not a big fan. I didn't know that, Grace. What? It's not from Mexico? Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know it. Yeah, I can be entertaining. Totally. I used to sing mariachi professionally back when I was a teen and I loved it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I did. I had my big ass sombrero. I looked like Speedy Gonzalez. I was on there like a little mouse. It was great. Sing and dance for you. Oh, I can't dance here. I'm on this little desk. Check out my desk from the 1940s.
Oh, well, you're like really in there. Okay, it's like a little school
Yeah,
desk.
I'm in an old school desk from the 1940s. It's vintage. I love it. Yeah,
With your cachucha.
cachucha.
Cachucha. I like saying that. Cachucha.
Cachucha is a good word.
It's better than that gora.
All right,
Yeah.
let's start this.
Let's
Let's
do it.
start
Yeah,
these
I'm
questions
just
in
looking
order. Let's
for.
do it. Los laureles. Oh, Cristina, los laureles. Ay, que los laureles. How does the song go? Que linda tan I forgot the
Laureles?
words.
I don't know that one.
Si piensas abandonarme, mejor quítame la vida. Alza los ojos a verte si no estás comprometida. Yeah.
Who is that?
Thanks,
Los
Christina.
Bookies?
Los Laureles. That was it.
That's the song?
Yeah, Los
Well,
Laureles.
who made it though? Los Bookies?
I used to like the Linda Ronstadt version. She has a really great one. Yeah. All right, let's do this.
All right, yeah,
Now
we
you got me
gotta
going, Christina.
focus.
Focus.
All right. So if you have questions, we're gonna try to do them in order
Yeah, let's try to
to
do
the
this in
best of our
order.
ability. We already have a few in there. And then yeah, just put them in caps, put the emojis so we can see them better. Because we are both we have bad eyesight. No, I don't know. I do. Anyway. Bum, bum, bum. First question.
Let's go with the first question. Can I get a read? Wait, Lisa, was she the first one? I think the first one was Chris.
I didn't see Chris's. Could you go back and start Chris's and then we'll.
Yeah.
Por favor.
Yep, here it is.
All right, and I'm going to pull cards for some of the questions. I'm going to use some, since it is October, getting into the Halloween spooky season, I'm going to use my darker spooky. I'll show you the boxes. So I'll be reading from Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. This one was just released this month, and it is pretty fabulous. And then also the Halloween Oracle by same author, Stacy DeMarco. This one's pretty fabulous too. So, kill. All right.
So, Chris, I got a number 6 for you. That's the number that Spirit's asking me to pull from the deck. I guess I'll start first here. The card that I got for Chris, the card is Blessed. It's a really beautiful card.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Chris, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to feel into the card and see what your guys are telling me through the card. Give me one moment while I find some of the information about this specific one.
Lino, did you want me to go ahead and read while you're doing that, or do you want me to wait?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead, and then I'll see if I can read into your message while I'm reading this as well.
All right, cool. So I pulled 2 cards for you, Chris. I'm just kind of comparing the energy I get from the cards based on what I was already kind of feeling. So I'll show you the cards. First one is called Beauty, with La Sirena there. It's like we're playing Loteria. And this one is Mischief.
Mischief?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's kind of hard to see. It's like a goat or something. He's kind of like intense looking there.
Oh, that is an intense Chivo.
Yeah, Chivos. He's worried you're gonna make birria.
Oh, okay, dang! I do like birria. Snap.
So when I see the image of the mermaid there on the first card with the beauty, I'm actually not drawn to the beauty part of that card. I'm drawn to her being like keeping her head above water. So if you can understand kind of being in situations lately where you're feeling a little overwhelmed, and I think there's, I don't know, are you in education or surrounded by education? Because I feel like there's a level of like education that's overwhelming you, either providing education or being, achieving education. But I'm sensing that there's a lot going on around you in this kind of area of your life, and it feels a little hectic. It feels a little overwhelming. And And the mischief part is like more so, not taking that literally, but it's like more so focus is what I'm getting, is having a lack of focus recently. So as the guides come in, they're telling me to really kind of get back to like your normal like meditation and prayer and kind of schedule and routine as far as like focus and quieting your mind. And this is going to get you a little bit more balance, I think, based on what they're showing me. Also, would you understand? I feel like your space is also, it almost feels like your space is being invaded. So would you understand either having like a house guest or being in a situation that feels like there's additional energy in your space that you're not used to? So this is also kind of causing some, throwing you off a little bit as well from what I'm getting. So the message I'm getting is that time is going to kind of take care of that, because I think it's going to get you back to your kind of normal like scheduled program as far as your space being a little more comfortable. With that, it's like have some patience and just try to kind of be open-minded with what's going on there.
Yeah, what I'm feeling for Chris is that he is in the middle of some type of transition right now, and that through most of Chris's life, there tends to be a balance that actually does occur, and sometimes it occurs out of nowhere. Like it's a blessing, and that's what this card is showing. That it was a blessing. Like things work out when you least expect it. So I am feeling that you're in the middle of some type of change, and I'm feeling it's some kind of career, something that has to do with your career, or something at work, something that's changing there. That you really shouldn't fear, because deep down you know that things always end up ironing out and working in your favor. That's what I'm feeling from this. Does
All
any of
right.
this resonate with you?
So Krista say that they have a 6-month-old puppy that's kind of taking up their time and their energy and kind of causing a little bit of this imbalance, which makes sense. Yeah, there's just and that could be the mischief as well. I know puppies can be kind of mischievous, but it just does feel a little overwhelming. I think about the puppy phase every time I think about getting another puppy. It's pretty horrible.
Oh yeah, puppies
Um,
can be a handful. That's for
yeah, I
sure.
mean, it's worth it. I mean, yeah, it's something, it's an undertaking. So, yeah, I think the message is really just, to have patience, and it will eventually, as we know, puppies will eventually kind of get it together. But, unlike
What
my
I'm
dog,
also,
who's 3 and still hasn't gotten it together.
Chris, I'm also seeing with this card is that there's some type of deepening of intimacy that you're going through in a partnership right now. And this is an incredible card, because this card is saying that it's a union that's blessed by the divine, and it's going to bring transformation and beauty to the world. That's that's an amazing message right there. You're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and with spirit. I
Hmm.
think you're on the right track. I feel like you're on a good road right now, Chris.
All right, sweet. Thank you for the question. All right, my friend Lisa Foster.
Lisa,
Let's look at those finances, Lisa.
let's see what's going on with Lisa and finances. Welcome back, Lisa.
And hello, Kristen. Thanks for joining.
Kristen, thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and real quick, a little housekeeping. If you're here, please hit the thumbs up for us. That'd be awesome. Follow Lino and myself if you have not already. Throw on that alerts so that you know when we go live and when we put new content.
Yeah, we'll be going live once a month, and we put new content up all the time. So thank you. We appreciate all the followers and subscribers.
Thank you. All right, let me get this card. It's 13.
Divine number 3 for Lisa here. Lisa, it's so crazy because Spirit just told me to choose the third card from the deck that I finished shuffling, and then the number that came up, your number for the card is 33. So we're perfectly aligned here. You're aligned with threes right now. That seems to be a divine number for you. And the card is chaos and conflict. So let's see how this pertains to your finances. And if you want to jump in first while I look this up, Stove.
Yeah, it's interesting. You get the chaos and conflict because I'm getting the synergy, and the card is actually kind of giving me, as you see, there's a depiction of like an animal that's actually multi. It's got a snake attached to it. It's got a goat. It's a lion.
Wow.
So I feel like there is kind of a push and pull happening. Let me just kind of fill into it real quick. So it's almost like this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like the income feels like it's kind of status quo, like it's doing what it's been doing for quite a while. But it feels like there's a little bit of a push in the way of there might be some additional bills or responsibilities that are coming in. So I can understand how that might feel a little unbalanced, right? Because you've budgeted for this, specific amount of income that's come in for quite some time. I'm getting like the sense of if you can make like almost like spread it out, like weather the storm. So if you've got a new bill or responsibility that's kind of popped up, if you can like really spread it out and work with whoever this belongs to, I feel like once we get around I'm flipping the calendar. So once we get over probably into tax season and whatnot, I think that's when we can kind of handle things a little bit better because it feels like there's a little bit of a bump. If you can understand that. So yeah, I think the next few months will be writing out whatever this is. But if you can kind of extend it, like make payments like really low for any kind of new responsibility coming in, that's really going to help because I don't see the income really changing much until we get this nice little bump kind of more towards, first of the year, tax season, that kind of stuff. Website got hacked and never recovered. Yeah, so there might be some expenses around getting this fixed or getting the new website or kind of, if you're prepared to do that. I'm just seeing like take little chunks. Don't get that big $5,000-6,000 website or whatever it is. I know you're probably being like given like all these bids and people reaching out to you saying you need this, Lino, you know how that is.
Yeah.
Your website's horrible.
Yeah.
And so I think if you can get this back up, but take like little, like I say, little chunks. Don't take a big lump of like a $5,000 website or security or whatever it is. As far as like Thanksgiving and Christmas, I think it's going to feel a little leaner this year. It's going to be a little leaner than normal, just because I think there's some things that you're going to be like paying out. What did you get, Lino?
Yeah, what's interesting about this card, Lisa, is that I really do feel that spirit finds ways to shake things up in people's lives in order to create change, the change that is needed. And that's what this message is saying here. It's saying that circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time and it feels as if there are opposing forces wherever you turn. Be reassured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you, so the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time, you will know this to be true. Oh, yeah, that's for sure. This is all being shaken up for a reason that you at the moment cannot see. And when you start a new path, things are going to start unfolding a little more naturally, more beautifully with new opportunities. So it's actually a blessing.
Yeah, and I hope we're wrong. I hope that that's not the case. But I mean, you're going to be fine. She says she usually does very well as far as like income during the holidays. So I hope that's the case. I'm just sensing there might be a little bit of a shakeup happening.
Yeah, definitely. It's shaking up for a reason, though, for a reason to create change of something that needs to happen that you are not aware of. You don't have the full picture at the moment. But in a few months, when things start to line up again, you will have the full picture, and there's going to be new opportunities that you didn't know were available to you before.
It's going to shake out. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
going to
Lisa.
shake on out.
It's going to shake out. Thank you, Lisa, as always.
Yes, thank you, Lisa.
All right, Grace. Thank you for the question. Uncle died about 3 years ago on my birthday. Was there any significance to that? I seem to have many dates and numbers that appear to have correlation. All right, yeah, let's look into that. And I'm sorry
Yeah,
for your
totally.
loss.
Yeah, I don't really feel I need my cards for this one. I feel like I have a good connection right now. Grace, well, the first thing I want to tell you is that there are no coincidences in this world, and most of the time, the fact that you're even asking if there's a significance to that, I feel that deep down inside, you know there is, and I'm here to reassure you that that is true. Yes, there is significance to him passing on your birthday. With every death, there's a rebirth. With every rebirth, there's a death. And either way, when people pass away or when they die, it's really a transition. So it's a transitional period. When you come into a birthday, you turn into a new, you acquire another age, another year, and it's also transitional when somebody passes over to the other side. It's like one's traded for the other, but either way, the divine still keeps showing ways that life continues. And if you're seeing dates and numbers that correlate, almost always they're messages. And also, the way to know if they're messages or not, whenever you see these dates or numbers, find out what question you had asked yourself at that moment when you were in deep thought. Most likely there's a question that you asked yourself and you didn't have an answer to. And whenever you have these dates and these numbers appear, that is a message from your spirit guide. And it could be that your uncle may be one of your spirit guides. That could very well be.
All right. Yeah, Grace. When I tune into to your uncle specifically, immediately I do get like a closeness and kind of a good camaraderie between you, if you can understand that. He's also given me the number five. So if you can understand if five is important, whether it's the month of May or the day, but he's showing me that five is a connector. And then also he's bringing me my awareness to mom's side of the family. So I'm not sure if he's connected to mom's side, but he is bringing my awareness there. Um, and then also he's shown me like, I normally don't like get into descriptions and stuff too much, but he's showing me specifically like kind of his what he would be known for as far as what he wears. Would you understand him like wearing? It's almost like a motorcycle vest or something. It's got like he showed me like pins or something. So I don't know why this is significant, but he wants to talk about like him being known for wearing a certain type of clothing. Um, and then he wants you to know that he is. I don't feel like it was. Like Lino was saying, there's no coincidences, so everything's for a reason. I do believe that as well. But I don't believe this was any kind of like planned event. So he is saying he's sorry that you have to observe his passing on the same day that you should be celebrating. So he does come forward with that message. Is like I get that that's a bummer, but I feel like this is like the energy, just showing like confirmation of the energy of how you guys were connected. That you guys would share dates, important dates of your life, and his passing and your birth. So it's just if you can kind of like turn that bummer into a positive and just realize that you guys were connected with that energy. That's kind of what he's coming forward with. But it's almost like he's saying, I'm really sorry that you have to kind of observe this kind of a bummer on a day when you should be celebrating. Yeah, confused. Yeah, that's kind of what he understands, that's kind of the sentiment is, to celebrate, but then you also have to observe that something not so great happened. Um,
Grace, I can also reassure you that spirit never wants us to be sad. And you should definitely celebrate your birthday. Um, the confusion comes out of the love that you have for him. And I'm more than certain he has that love reciprocated to you, but he's celebrating your birthday on the other side. So yes, remember him on your birthday, but celebrate you.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, he was. That's like one of my. I bet you. That's one of my dreams to be a flamenco dancer. I love it. That's
I think that's
incredible.
why he was showing me some kind of very interesting like garb that I wasn't quite understanding. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. And I feel like he's also like he's saying, you know, I know it's a bummer, and you know, he understands that you miss him and the connection that you had with him, that you know, the moments you guys shared together. But he does want you to celebrate, because he's telling me that he did live a lot of life. You know, maybe it was cut shorter than he would have expected, but he's saying I lived a lot of life. Celebrate that as well. So he does want you to do your best to celebrate, and remember him in that positive way. So thank you again for allowing us to connect.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
sounds
great.
like he
Oh
experienced a lot.
wow. Yeah, sounds like he had good life. For reals. If you get to be a flamenco dancer, wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, thank you again for that question
Thanks,
and letting
Grace.
us connect. All right.
Kevin.
Kevin's
Kevin wants a
loving
message for
vibrations.
spirit. All right. Hmm. Yeah, for Kevin, I'm getting a number 8. A leg up. Okay. I love that card.
Yeah, that's a good card. It's about accepting help from others.
Yeah, pretty much. Kevin. So this card is called a leg up. Well, what I'm feeling from this card and what I'm feeling from you is that you do a lot for others and you do a lot for yourself and your oh really 8 is your lucky number? That's awesome. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. So yeah, Spirit basically wants you to know that it's okay to ask help from others. That don't be shy, don't question yourself too much if you need something, whether it's even some advice or some a snack or something sweet. I swear I'm getting these weird messages. If you're craving something or a gift from somebody, it's okay to ask someone, "Hey, can you go get me a cookie? get me a get me a Sunday. What are they called? Those banana Sundays? I'm getting this for some reason. What are those called? I'm getting
Banana
that as
split.
an image. Banana split. Yeah, like I think the feeling that I'm getting right now, Kevin, is that you need to go out. You need to be treated. You need to be the gift of love is what needs to come your way because you give a lot of it. And also, just don't be shy to ask for any type of help, whether it's in yeah. I almost said the word finance, but I don't think that's what it is. It's help, and I almost want to say it's like advice about something. That actually, I do want to say that. I feel like if you have something in question in mind, it's okay to ask people around you. You might be the go-to type guy, but it's okay for you to go to someone else. I hope that resonates.
Yeah, I think it does. He says he's been helping others for a while. Here, I'll put it up. So yeah, that's always a good thing.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
yeah, so I drew two cards, and it kind of confirms what I was feeling. And it's funny because I've got a 32, and then a 3, which 3, 2, and 3 equals 8. So
It's
um,
also an LA area code.
I'm 53, right? And I'm back to the synergy. So I'm kind of
Oh wow.
understanding. I'm getting a little bit of a different feeling with this for Kevin, and then also this is called mystery, and we got the octopus we were talking about earlier.
Oh wow. Tacos
Just a
de
really,
octopus.
yeah. Um, So here's what I'm getting. Like I say, they kind of confirm what I was feeling, and I feel like I'm giving not such great news tonight. So sorry, um, Kevin. I feel like things are kind of fighting against each other right now for you, and situations that you have going on. I feel like that it's just like it seems like the synergy isn't like positive. It's kind of going and it's swirling in kind of like an opposite direction right now, which also feels a little overwhelming or a little like almost like irritating is what it feels like to me. Um, and then the mystery kind of to me feels like what's going to happen next or what's the outcome of this, and I feel like there's somebody that's kind of fighting against you, it's almost like I'm getting like a resurfacing, like they're coming out of the woodwork a little bit. So if you can understand this, I feel like somebody's like coming back to kind of just like upset the I'm getting like what's the phrase, like upsetting the apple cart or whatever it is. So I feel like watch out for that. It does feel like it's I get a victory. So I think you're going to come out and what you think should happen, what you think is just is going to happen. It's just going to be kind of irritating and kind of something where you're going to have to like simmer things down. Um, so be patient. I feel like you're dealing with somebody that maybe isn't like really, really stable, to be honest. So be careful of them.
Yeah, you have to protect your energy, Kevin. Hmm.
Yeah, I hope it's not all like less than great news tonight. But I give what comes in, so I'm kind of a straight shooter in that way.
I mean, well, the good news is that what Kevin needs to do is really put a leg up and rest, and yeah, do a little more self-care. Whatever self-care looks like to you, whatever feels good for you, you have to do more of that.
For sure. Lisa says, I know, right, Stuffer? Because I gave her some not so great
Yeah.
upcoming news. Uh, anyway, thank you for the question, Kevin. Learning those
Yeah, they're
lessons,
all
right?
lessons
I
to
feel
be
you.
learned, that's for sure.
Hmm. All right, next
Thanks,
our
Kevin. Hang in there. You got
friend
this. Hang in there.
Sherry Dombeck. Any messages for me, please and
Sherry
thank
Dombeck.
you. Yeah, let's see what's coming up.
All right, Sherry. Sherry Dombeck. Sherry Dombeck. Dombeck. Sherry.
You are welcome, Kevin.
You're welcome, Kevin. Sherry, I'm getting the number 4 from you. That's the divine number coming through right now. 4. Okay. Let's see here. Sherry, the card that Spirit wants you to know is so give me the number 4, and this card number is actually 24. So it's really interesting that there's another 4 in this message, but this card is called Time for a Nap. So interesting. I know this card pretty well. Basically, Sherry, you need to take a break. You're doing too much. Spirit wants you to know that it's okay to relax and take some time for yourself. It's almost similar message to the similar message that we just gave to the who was our last guest? I'm sorry.
Kevin?
Was it Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a similar feeling that I'm having with Kevin. I'm feeling that you're putting too much effort. You're working too much. You're burning yourself out. And whenever you start to feel like you're burnt out, or like you can't sleep well, or like you're really thirsty, that's your body saying that it's overworking. And you need to listen to that energy, that part of your body. If it's running out of energy, that means you have insufficient energy, which means that it's being sucked out in so many different ways. You have to take some time to do nothing. And that might be hard for you to do nothing, but in the long term, that's where an awakening, a rejuvenation, and a clearing happens. I hope this makes sense to you. That's what's coming through, and I'm sweating as I'm saying this, so I know there's truth to
Oh,
it.
or it's that really bright light shining on you.
It's an LED light. They don't get hot.
I chose two cards for you. So we got the spooky cards again. So one is blind spots. This one is blind spots. And then this one, the graveyard is, it says unnecessary fear. So what I'm getting coming through for you, Sherry, if you can understand, I feel like this is a message of moving forward. So I feel like you're leaving something behind that was kind of a constant in your life for a while. So there's kind of like this Brave New World kind of feel to it. And then the unnecessary fear is really just kind of maybe questioning if you can do it, if you can, move forward without this thing that you've had for so long. Because I feel like you've unhitched your wagon to it or from it. So that's what I'm feeling for you. So the blind spots is really just seen because once again, I feel like we're going into kind of a new way of living or working. So it's kind of just seeing things that you're not used to seeing, because I think there's going to be a lot of new stuff coming at you, new situations, new experiences. So really just kind of get ready for it. It feels like it's going to be a beautiful journey and you have nothing to worry about. But just kind of it's almost like have that peripheral, but don't look back, because I think what you've kind of moved on from is positive. You're supposed to be moving on from it. So it's kind of what I'm getting for you is, just keep looking forward, but just keep yourself aware of things coming at you. I do feel like it has something to do with romance. I feel like there's some opportunities coming up, and don't look back at what was. So I hope that resonates with you, my dear. I thought you were frozen there for a minute, Lino.
No, I'm waiting to see if she responds, if she's still on there.
Yeah, I think she's here. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for joining. We'll put your message or your question in queue.
Who's
All right.
next?
Thank
Next.
you. And we'll
Thank
do
you,
the
Sherry.
next one. All right. Just as I told somebody not to look at their past, you're asking if you should. Let's
Oh wow.
let's look into that. That many? Sorry, I had to pull a lot of cards. Okay, the Mummy, which is change. I actually do feel like somebody's kind of coming back. I feel like almost like the Mummy is like, kind of risen or, still existing when maybe, we thought that they were gone. So I do feel like there's somebody that's kind of resurfacing a little bit or will. But I almost get the sense that it may be a challenge to go back down that road, because I feel like there's something that they needed a change about themselves and they're telling you it's changed. But I feel like it's still maybe there. So it still feels like it's kind of a rough go of it. And it might be something that surfaces again if you go back down that road. I do feel like they have a lot of this person from your past, if you can understand this, they do feel very stable. They feel like they've stabilized things. And I feel like I'm getting like children with them. So I don't know if they're good with children or if they have children of their own. So I do sense children around them as well. And I do sense a sense of joy about them. But I just think there's something that's like a sticking point that might be a challenge. So if you can work through that, I think there's an opportunity there. But I do sense that somebody's kind of coming back into the fold.
Nerva, the feeling that I'm getting is that this might be something that you have been hoping for, and now that it's showing up, it's kind of like you're at a crossroads and you're not really sure if this is a good opportunity, or if an opportunity like this is going to make you feel like you're backtracking again. The card that I pulled for you is interesting. It says to be fair. And the love message on to be fair here says that the best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. I think it would be fair to see the other person's point of view and where they're coming from. My feel is definitely to be somewhat cautious if you can. I feel like it might be very easy for you to fall back into some patterns that you had with this person, and some patterns could be unhealthy patterns. So if both of you are willing to work through these indifferences in a very fair and balanced way, there I feel that there could be a potentiality for something to blossom, but you need to take your time, like take it really slow. That's what I'm feeling here.
Right. She says this was a friend from the past. They were friends. So yeah, if you know, like I say, he does feel like somebody that's full of joy. You know, it does feel like there's a lot of good stuff that could be had there if romance happens, and it does feel like it's kind of headed that way, to be honest. But it's just like almost like you know something about him, or he's like displayed something in the past. It's just like be aware of that, and if you feel
Yeah.
like if that's not an issue, then I say go for it. But I do sense that there's like I'm getting like sparks. I'm getting like little sparklers. So um, I do feel like there's a good chance that something moves forward from it. Okay. Um, yeah. So the question of should we be friends only? It's just once again
That's a good question.
take an inventory of what you know about him already, and if there's anything that's it's like
Yeah, if
the
there
red
were any,
flags. If you can
yeah,
get over
I'm gonna
that,
say
then
that
yeah, for sure, right? Um, go for it.
because I feel like there's some kind of hesitance. That's what I'm feeling. Like some kind of hesitation. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the good luck, Nivra. Thank you for the question. Sonny, we did get your question, and then somebody else just submitted a question. Michelle,
Oh
I'll
yeah,
get you
Sunny.
started.
Let's go with Sunny's question. Sunny Valeria. Valeria.
Yeah, you're next. Sorry, my dog's being stupid. Did you just take it down? Sorry,
Oh, I clicked it.
we did it at the same time. What messages do my guides have for me in the next 3
For the
months?
next 3 months, Sunny. 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 Thank you for the sunshine in my life. Oh, Sunny. Sunny, you're so true. I love you. Sunny, 6 is the number I'm getting from you. That's your divine number for today. Number 6. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh.
Did you want to go ahead, Lino, or?
Yeah, so Sunny, the message I'm getting for you from Spirit, this card here is says it's time to go. Spirit is saying that you're at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do or be or experience in your present circumstance. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So yeah, so for your question now that I see this, what I'm feeling into is that yes, for the next 3 months, I could see there's some definite changes that are occurring, and I mean they're I feel like they've been some changes that you've been longing for, and now they're here. You're kind of stepping into a moment of that's not so clear right now, but that's okay because it's in this uncertainty where things will begin to align and manifest for you. You're not at the end of the line, you're actually at the beginning of the line. So what's happening in the next 3 months is going to be, your life is going to be completely different than it was 3 months ago. When you look 3 months into the future, when 3 months from now, you're going to look back and say, wow, I didn't see that coming. But it's definitely in a good, it was definitely the beginning of something new and something good.
Hey Gladys, welcome. Bum, bum, bum. She says she took a year off of work. I wish I could do that.
Oh wow,
Yes, that's a big change.
that's a huge change.
Did you have anything else, Lino?
Yeah, I actually feel that that this time that Sunny took off is was very healing and uplifting actually. And I think there's a lot of circumstances that happen with Sunny, but coming soon things are going to be a lot different than they have been.
All right. Fingers crossed. Hi Carmen.
Yes.
Welcome. Um, okay, so Sunny, this is what I didn't pull any cards. I just kind of had some stuff coming in. So I just made some notes here. So I think this is going to this next 3 months and even a little kind of going, I feel like you're coming into a new cycle. So what I'm getting is change. And I don't feel like it's changed like around you in your environment. It feels a little more local than that. So um it's changed. It's almost like decisions you're going to make. And this could be like this could be about your appearance. This could be about like things in your home. I just feel like there's going to be kind of a cycle of like wanting to shake things up a little bit. So I do sense that for you. Like I say, it's a little bit more of a local change. It's something that your decisions that you're going to make about, how things look, how things feel around you, what directions you want to go. So it's going to be, it's going to start within. I'm also getting some messages about there being like it feels like creative flow for you is really ramping up. So I'm getting messages about like riding that wave of creativity, whether it's writing, painting, producing something, just really like get the most out of it. It's like I'm getting like squeeze the juice out of it as much as you can. I'm also getting some messages around my awareness is being brought to your father. So I don't know if your father is in spirit or if your father is, I just feel like there's a lot of energy coming in from father or around father. So if you can make sense of that, and I can feel into it a little bit more. Also coming up in the next 3 months, we do understand a big celebration coming up as well. And I'm not talking about like the normal holidays. I think there's a celebration. It almost feels like a milestone. This would be like like a 30th anniversary or 60th birthday, whatever it is. It feels like there's a milestone that's being celebrated in the next few months. So that's coming up. So I get that energy kind of welling up as well. She says he passed a long time ago. I feel like he's kind of leading these messages in a little bit, your dad. So just know that he's with you, kind of bringing some of this energy forward for you. And then also one more message about just like kind of, don't try to control things too much. I think the flow feels really good as far as how things are going to move forward. Just kind of like ride it, and take the hands off, figuratively speaking a little bit. So it feels like a good flow, a good energy, but a lot around creativity. And yes, it positive change, but I feel like you're in control of it. I feel like you're kind of the motivator. All right. And thank you. Thank you for letting us connect, and thank you for the question.
Thank you, Sonny. Hey, before we continue, my cat wants to say hi to everybody.
Felix, what is up, my friend? Oh, he's like a
Everybody,
cat.
this is Felix.
He's a cat
Felix
version of my
Curious.
dog.
He is a cat version of his dog. Oh yeah, they look identical except one's a cat, one's a dog. But yeah,
Right?
this is Felix. He gets curious, huh? See, that's what we're doing. All right, good boy. Yeah, he's telling me a secret. What? Just kidding.
Mhm. You are welcome, Sonny. You are so welcome. Geocosmic Valentine, welcome to the show.
Samantha.
Was that the next one?
Samantha is in the middle of a career change. Not sure if the next move would love some guidance. So I pulled your card already, Samantha. You're lucky number 12. That's your divine number for tonight, 12. And the card that came out was Go the Distance. Yeah. Look at that tiger. Tony the tiger going to the distance. So basically, the message here, Spirit's message with this card, is that it's time to think long term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. So, yes, your next move is to gain momentum. Go with the flow, slow and flow. And know that your hard work is going to lead to greater things. So this is definitely good. This is a good change for you. I see some confidence too. I can feel your confidence actually. I can feel some excitement. And also I don't really feel that you have much doubt about this. So yeah, I think you're on the right track here.
All right. So what I got is I pulled two cards. This one is, what is it? These words are so small. Foresight. Sorry about the lighting. It's like crazy. So foresight, and then I also pulled Lady de los Muertos.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
And that says acceptance and equality. So I'm getting with the two images of females, I'm getting a lot of feminine energy around this. So if you can understand, Samantha, I feel like if you're kind of still searching or kind of like trying to work out what the path is, or you know how the new career change kind of fits, I feel like there's an emphasis on like female empowerment or surrounding yourselves with a lot of like positive female energy. So I think that's going to be important. So look out for those opportunities because I feel like this is a direction for you. I'm also getting a message around like, if you can understand this, like making things beautiful. So I don't know if your career is in like design or like home stage. I feel like we're taking something and it's just about beauty. So it might be even be like in the beauty industry. But I feel like that's kind of also another thing that is a connection here. And there's also I'm getting some. You might to get that right, and it might not be right now, but like I feel like maybe down the road, as you kind of settle into the new career change, there might be an opportunity to get where you need to go, but there might be a small move, changing locations a little bit, or even traveling around. So if you can understand that, it feels really good. But I think those things, those connections are going to be important. Look for that kind of like feminine energy and finding that kind of connection, and then also the beauty. So however you can connect that. So yeah, that's what I got. What it is. Thank you for the question.
Thank you,
I
Samantha.
hope that helps. I hope that gives you a little bit of guidance. Oh, thank you, Dream Detective Kate. Love that name. Smooth jazz. I get that all the time.
Oh, thank you, Dream Detective Kate. I love that.
Let's see. Geocosmic Valentine. Are we accepting questions? Yeah, we can accept one more. So I'll give us 4 more, and then I got to go eat.
All right, 2 for more. Let's go with this next question here by Kristen Louise. My spiritual community are honoring our ancestors Saturday. Can you sense any who are louder than others and wish to be honored? What about my cousins, Pamela? Kristen, it's interesting when I read this question. I actually get a spirit coming through, and it's somebody. What I'm feeling is it's most likely someone that didn't get to live like their full life. I'm actually getting someone rather young coming in. I think it'd be definitely, if you can, honor as many as you can possible. They love it if you bring in their energy. They love this stuff. But the younger of the ancestors that I'm feeling right now, I feel like they need more attention for some reason. It's like I can feel them coming through and being like me, 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 me. So if you can honor this the youth this youthful person, spirit on the other side, I think they'd probably give you some kind of sign that they're excited that you thought about them.
Yeah. I'm actually going to piggyback off that because I think maybe I'm feeling a similar thing that you are, Lino. She says she doesn't know any that died young, but the message I'm getting is in relation to youth. I feel like one or some of them are stepping back and saying honor the older ones, like almost like the matriarch or the patriarch of the family. So I think that's kind of where you're feeling that youth.
That
Because
makes sense.
I'm getting the ones that are younger are saying honor the older ones. I'm also getting something about like honor the survivors. So I don't know what that, if they're like, if it's cancer survivor, if somebody that battled, or if it's something, that has to do with wartime or something. But I feel like there's somebody that should be honored. And I feel like this is a space that's being held by other ones, that they're coming forward saying, honor these people or this person. So if you can make sense of that, it's like honor the ones that survived something, and then the older ones, the ones that are kind of the faces of the family, or were the faces of the family. So I hope that helps.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
the energy that I'm getting for Kristen, though. This female coming through is a young energy. That's the only thing I can say. I don't know if they died young, but the energy that I'm getting from them is a very youthful energy, and like excited, almost like when somebody calls them, like if you got called on The Price is Right and you're coming down and you're like, that's the energy I'm getting from this person.
Yeah, like excited. Okay, got it. So she says maybe those that survived the famine in Ireland. It does feel like something that's a little like, to me it would feel foreign. So it does feel like something that's maybe across the pond. So I didn't know if this was like Holocaust survivors but it felt like something kind of that way. So that would make sense to me. So if there's a really powerful story there, I think that others are holding space for saying, let's honor them, or that might be the right way to go.
That
And
makes
then
sense.
whatever you feel in your heart is right, I think you'll make the right decision.
Yeah, Kristen, definitely feel into your heart, and you'll know exactly whatever feeling you get right at that moment is going to be the right feeling. Whatever question you ask yourself at that moment, and whatever answer you get is always going to be your right answer right at that moment.
For sure. Thank you for the question. I just want to say that we've got 3 more questions. Questions are closed, but we've got Cheryl coming up, Michelle, and then Geocosmic.
Okay.
And thank you everyone that's still here. We appreciate your support. And if you haven't subscribed to Lino, do it.
Yeah, please
Subscribe.
subscribe to our channels. Thank you so much.
All
Michelle,
right.
thank you. Nice to see you, Michelle. Thank you.
Messages in the universe. Let me see for Cheryl.
Any
And thank you
messages
for
from the universe for Cheryl Simpson?
your patience. Thank you. Cheryl, would you understand? Are you also an intuitive? I'm getting some messages about um, some healing practices as well. If you can understand that, please put in the comments. Because I feel like this is my auntie that's kind of giving me these messages because she's saying like she's like me. Okay, thank you. So I feel like these are guides for you that are coming through. Also working with one of my own guides, which is my auntie, and she was an intuitive, and I feel like she was like a little ahead of her time with 'cause she passed in 2014, and I see like all this like she was like super online back then. Like she had like a YouTube channel. She was like blogging. She was like all over the place when I kind of researched her. So her name's Deb, and she's coming forward, like really just saying, like, be like that, like get yourself out there more, promote yourself, and things. It feels really excited, and I feel like your team is really like almost cheering. They feel really excited, so the energy around you is excitement and one of opportunity. So I'm glad I have a more. You've got one of the more upbeat messages I've delivered tonight. So it's really like there's fertile soil, and plant those seeds, and now is the time to take advantage. And I feel like a lot of those seeds are going to be like, with marketing, promotion, networking, and it's really going to now's the time to manifest is what it is. Oh, she says okay. And also, there's a message here. I'm not really like a medical medium or anything like that, but it's really about also not putting yourself through too much. Like I don't know if you have because my auntie suffered from asthma, so she's almost like giving me that like and don't overexert yourself. Like be kind to yourself physically as well. So just it's like be sure you relax and take care of yourself in that way.
Cheryl, I keep getting these words, and the words are focused intention, focused intention. I'm not sure if I'm trying to understand it, if it's spirit or the universe saying that you need a more focused intention, or if that's something that you're currently doing right now, practicing focused intention. But these are words that just keep coming through me right now when I just see your name.
Sorry, I was reading this. Peggy, if you're still around, we've got you at the end. So
Peggy, yes, we're. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, Peggy, we'll be. Sorry about that. We see your message now.
it's
I have
kind of
one more
there's
message. One more message for Cheryl. The card that I pulled for Cheryl was exchanging gifts. Um, Life is a give and take. So be okay to receive as much as you give and to give as much as you receive. I think there needs to be some kind of balancing with giving.
sweet. Hey,
Yeah.
Karen. Cheryl says, "Thanks, I understand." All
Just
right.
been trying, just getting over the nausea though. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll be good. I just feel a lot of positivity and a lot of opportunity coming up. So I'm excited to see how this shakes out for you. But you gotta keep working and planting those seeds. And I think that the spirit sound feels really excited. Um, So thank you for the question. We'll get on to the next one.
Hope you feel
And
better
Peggy, if
soon,
you're
Carol.
still here, we've put your question at the end. So there's just two in front of you. So hopefully you're still here. All right. Michelle Peterson. My dad passed in 1978 when I was 17. Does he have a message for me?
Michelle Peterson, thank you for your question.
Yeah, immediately dad comes through, and he's talking about plans that we made. So he does give me the sense that he was very active for you, and that there were a lot of plans about like education and family and all this stuff. So he is showing me a like the cap and gown. So he is saying, talking about graduation. So seeing that you did further your education or complete your education. And so I'm getting like applause. So this is him being proud. Um, would you understand dad being a very like, I feel like he's a very like salt of the earth kind of guy, like hard worker. This guy would have been like, he's showing me like mowing grass a lot. I don't know if he's from this feels like my people. Like we're I'm from the Midwest, and it's like, we always have a lot of grass to mow, and it's just like part of life. So he's just giving me this like very much like taking care of the home, and being a hard worker, blue collar guy. So I'm getting that kind of feeling from him. But yeah, there is like some lamenting of not being able to kind of like be here to see you through these plans that were made and all these like big dreams that you had. So just know that he is in spirit, seeing this, and I feel like participating like he always has been. Would you understand, would mom be in spirit as well, if you can understand that? Because he's showing me like a female coming in, and I feel like joining afterwards, after he passed. So he's coming forth with that female. And also, would you understand him recently? There either been an observation recently or a birthday for him recently. It would either be his passing anniversary or celebration, because he's showing me like right around. I know we just celebrated like Indigenous Peoples Day, so he's showing me. I think it used to be called Columbus Day, so he's showing me that. So if you can understand that as well. Lino's channel is A Little Less Fear, right? Right, Lino?
Yes, A Little Less Fear podcast. So Michelle, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying that's kind of all. He's stepping back a little bit, but if Michelle, if you're here, if you can just let me know if any of that resonates. But that's kind of all I got. So go ahead, Lino.
Yeah, actually, a message that I was feeling from her father is I kept saying, "You gotta have fun more. You gotta have fun." It's like that came through pretty strong. Like you gotta have fun more, Michelle.
Yeah, that's important. All right, so we'll thank you, Michelle. Thank you for
Michelle.
letting us connect with your dad. Geocosmic. What prevented me from thinking clearly enough to take
Geocosmic Valentine. That's a really good question.
I'm getting that there's like this I always say like brain space. Like there's a good amount of brain space being taken up by something that really
Yeah, actually that's exactly what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, yeah, go ahead.
It's almost like I want to go this way. So for me, this energy is like past. So, future, past. So my awareness has taken me to the past for you, and I feel like there's something in it. It feels like worry. It feels like almost like worry that there's like a cycle repeating itself, or this could be like worry about like a health cycle. You know, if there's like heart disease or cancer or something that runs in your family, it's like worry about that. It's something similar to that, where it feels like there's like a I don't want to say irrational fear, but it's just like there's this amount of brain space of something that's almost like haunting you from your lineage or your past. So it's really about kind of handling that and compartmentalizing that, um, and then you can kind of get to this energy, which is future, because I do feel like this block, like this haziness. I do get that. So it's like handle this, and then this will open up. So if that makes sense for you, I hope it does. But that's kind of where I'm feeling. I'm just feeling like brought back here to the past, and then it's blocking us moving forward.
Joe Cosmic, I'm feeling like a crowded brain, like a full brain, like maybe you're getting headaches, and I'm feeling like you're not even like your sleep is even insufficient. You're either sleeping too much or not sleeping enough, but either one, it doesn't feel sufficient. Like you're not having clear rest, and I think it's because your mind is so full of a lot of things that I'm gonna just say it, things that are unnecessary. I think the important thing, I think what would help you is to, I feel that what would help you is make a list. You have to start in steps, making a list of things that are most important to tackle that day. And as you get yourself into a routine like that, things will start to clear up for you. But you definitely need to start by organizing the thoughts that are in your mind and what is serving you and what isn't serving you, because I feel that there's just a lot of that things that are full in your mind. Yeah, okay. I see that, because when I was feeling into you, what I was feeling was like a throbbing head, and I couldn't really explain it. Not really a headache, but just like a full head. Yeah, I don't think you can fit any more information in your head. That's why that feeling that you're having is very accurate. It's your body telling you that you need to start shedding out, letting go of some of the things that are weighing very heavily on you, because it's a little too much weight. Like I'm actually even sweating even more just imagining how you're feeling right now. You got some heavy stuff on your mind that does not serving you well at all. You need to let that stuff go. Let it go. And make some more room for yourself. Make some more room for joy, for enjoying life a little more. And when you start to enjoy life a little more, you're going to allow for the space of creativity. You're going to allow a window of opportunity. And that's what you need. You need a breath of fresh air.
Yes, all of that. All right, thank you, Geocosmic.
Good luck, Geo Cosmic.
Yeah, you got this. I think there's a little bit of work to be done, and then I think it's really about just identifying what it is. And I think if you look to the past, you'll find it, or
Yeah,
something that's kind of just feel like it's something that's kind of come
something lingering.
come up through the family or something like
Yeah.
that. So, all right, Peggy, if you're still around, we're finally
Peggy.
getting to you. Sorry, it took so long.
Sorry, Peggy, but we're more
Good
than happy
things come to
to
those who are patient.
answer a message for you, Peggy. A message for Peggy, the Reiki master. Peggy, that's awesome. I hope Peggy's still here. Peggy, the Reiki master, getting lucky number, divine number 2 for you. Higher power. What? Wow, what a card. Peggy got an amazing card here.
I love that card.
Higher power. What in the world? Well, I'm immediately Peggy being drawn to the relationship message, which means that this is most likely the message that's for you. It's saying that it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called your God, your goddess, your spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. That's a really incredible message there for Peggy. And that's why you're a Reiki master.
All right. So I feel like, Peggy, would you understand? I feel like this is, hold on. Would you understand having an auntie or a great auntie in spirit? I feel like I've got a C name with this person, and I feel like they were also a healer. And I'm going over here on mom's side of the family, so I'm just getting this. My awareness is being brought to this energy around you. It feels very like protective and guiding. So they want to make their presence known, and also I think that some of that energy that you have coming through your hands is it feels like it does come from like kind of a lineage, and it's something that's been in your family. So um do feel that power and then that kind of energy and magic in your hands. So continue forward with that. I know you're a Reiki master. I feel like there's also, would you understand also, did you ever do massage, or are you good at massage? Because I feel like your hands are just healing in general. And I feel like there's some opportunities if they haven't presented themselves yet. I'm getting like traveling around, so there might be some opportunities coming up or that are kind of already brewing for you that would involve. Um, I feel like I'm hopping around. So your city, wherever you're from, um, traveling a short distance. So I don't know if these are events or these are different spas you're going to, but I feel like there's going to be some opportunities, or there are some opportunities doing this. Um, So yeah, I think that's kind of where I hope that resonates for you. And can
Reiki,
you understand
I
who this?
keep wanting to
I'm
go.
sorry, Lino.
What's
I
that?
was just going to ask Peggy if you can understand who this loved one in spirit would be that was coming in from mom's side. So Michelle had said he was a road construction, but he loved gardening. Okay, got it. Yeah, he was definitely like he's giving me that like blue collar, if I'm remembering what he felt like when he came through. All right, so that was
I
good.
just tell one more thing for Peggy. Did Peggy wonder? Did Peggy respond as to if who came through right now for her?
No, she did not yet.
No massage. Peggy says.
Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of power in your hands. So that could be just the Reiki, but um, you know,
For some
the
reason, for Peggy, I don't know if I hope I'm not intruding by saying get if you already have, but I'm getting a message from spirit saying go get yourself a manicure. I swear I got that message. I don't know if you just got a manicure or you're thinking about a manicure, but maybe changing your nail color or some kind of something yeah, something about a manicure. Yes, Michelle is confirming that her mother is passed in
Mhm.
2013.
Yeah, I feel like there was a reunion. They may not have stayed together here on Earth, but I feel like there was some sort of connection on the other side as well. You are welcome, Peggy. All right. Did you have time for one more? Is Karen still here? Karen, if you're still here, we can.
Karen, are you still here? Did you have a
I've
question,
got
Karen?
Yeah, I've got a little left in the tank. I can connect for one more.
I didn't see Karen on here.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, she
question
was.
was it?
It was this one.
Oh, Karen. I
She's
guess
here.
General. I'm curious if I'll have my own podcast, spiritual business, one day. That's a
I've
good
already got my
question.
answer.
Well, I'm gonna ask the oracle cards here, but I do have a feeling with this. But before I answer the feeling to this, I'm gonna see what the cards have to say, and if Stopher has an answer.
Yeah, so I do believe you will. Um, if you have an idea of what this is going to look like, I would say just like kind of maybe set that aside. It feels like it will be kind of like almost, of course, I feel like you'll have a few things going on. So this may not be your only like your I say like meat and potatoes or bread and butter. There may be some other things going on, whether it's raising children or having another job. I do feel like because it feels off to the side to me a little bit. Um, but it does feel like you'll kind of slowly build like a following and a bit a nice healthy business. So the short answer is yes, and I think it's sooner than later. I think it's actually quite soon. um, it's just about taking that first step, right? And I do get the sense that you're going to have some help with this. There will be some, a mentor, somebody helping you. I don't know if like you've ever thought about teaming up with like a local metaphysical store or something like that. It just feels like there's kind of a someone that's going to help you kind of leapfrog into it. So just look out for that as well.
So I've got two messages. Well, one message from Spirit here. What I was drawn to, it's the card here is actually the never-ending story. But the message from here that I got was actually in the protection message. That's actually what I was drawn to, and that's where I turned to. And it says here that this is a time to avoid drama at all costs, especially when it comes to other people's stuff. Your sensitivity is on overload these days, and you're best served by keeping your distance. Your mantra today is not my circus, not my monkeys. All this drama will pass, and you will carry on unscathed and blameless. So, what I'm feeling onto this is as soon as you can avoid this unnecessary drama that's happening, you'll be able to clear the path to the businesses that you want to acquire. And I do think that you're going to take on even more than just spirituality in a podcast. I think you're going to be doing multiple things. Some creative work too. I can see here some creativity. So the answer is yes, you
Mhm.
will. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, go for it. Okay,
Yeah, definitely. For it.
I have to address something really quick. Here's some tough love coming. So Michelle, I can't think of anything special, but my birthday is in December. Michelle, your birthday is special.
Yeah, that is some tough love. Yep.
Your birthday is very special. And would you understand would it be a milestone? I just wondering because it does. I mean, and I think your birthday is a big deal, but it feels like maybe it's just ratcheted up a little bit. But um, yeah, enough of that thinking. Your birthday is special. You're to be celebrated. And my birthday is in December as well. I'm on the 19th. So are you a Sagittarius or a Capricorn? Curious. Is that your cat?
That is.
Yeah, I said it was going to be Lisa. Now she's giving me the tough love. Of course, I just paid. Yeah. Oh, root canals are that much? And you have to get the tooth pulled still? Wow.
I had a feeling, Lisa, last time we talked, I had a feeling that you were still gonna need your tooth pulled. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be so sour, but that's okay. I've had some teeth pulled. It's all good. It's gonna be for the greater good, for the better good of your bones and your strength.
Yeah, but you could have saved her $1,100.
I know that is an owie. That is an owie right there.
All right. I think we've wrapped it up.
Yeah, I think this is a wrap, everybody.
This was fun. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight and sticking with us.
We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We hope to see you in another month from now. Have your questions ready. We love to connect everybody, and we're truly passionate about this. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Oh, real quick, I want to see what what didn't show up? Geocosmic. December 19th is the 26th to 27th degree of Sagittarius. Your sun is wow, thank you. Well, we have an astrologer.
Wow, Geocosmic, that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know enough about astrology, but it does intrigue me, and I feel like I'm very Sagittarius. And then I think one of my next signs, I don't know the sun, moon, rising, but is an Aries. So I'm like fire. I have a lot of fire in my chart. All right, we're gonna wrap this thing up. I got to go get some food. I'm starving. I'm sure the dog needs to go outside. Love you all. We'll see you
Thanks
next
so much.
month.
Love you all. See you next month. Many blessings. So much love.
All right. Good night.
Good night.